Here we have a question about atomic structure. So alpha particles, beta particles and gamma rays are types of nuclear radiation. Describe the structure of an alpha particle. By structure, it wants to know what it consists of. So alpha particle looks a bit like this. It's the nucleus of a helium atom. So it has 2 protons, which are positive parts, and 2 neutrons. Nuclear radiation can change atoms into ions by the process of ionization. Which type of nuclear radiation is least ionizing? So ionizing is when an electron is removed from an atom by radiation. And he wants to know which one is the least. Now, something you need to recall with alpha and beta and gamma: which one is the most ionizing and the least, which one is the least penetrating and the most. So alpha, this is our most ionizing but our least penetrating. That means it cannot go through as many things. Gamma rays then are our least ionizing but most penetrating. So gamma rays would be our answer. And beta is moderately good at ionizing and moderately good at penetrating. What happens to the structure of an atom when it is ionized? So the atom itself has got your nucleus and the electrons, and when it is ionized, electrons are lost. People working with sources of nuclear radiation risk damaging their health. State one precaution. So notice the one is in bold. You can only state one thing. So the most common one to write is wear protective clothing. And that is true for most precautions. Some sort of protecting clothing. It could be gloves, it could be goggles, it could be a radiation suit. But the best precaution is normally some sort of protection clothing. So here we have the dreaded 6-mark question. So this is what people find the most difficult. So with these questions, you need to read them carefully and plan your answer. The types of radiation emitted from radioactive sources can be identified by comparing properties of the radiation to properties of alpha, beta and gamma. Describe the properties of alpha, beta and gamma in terms of these 3 things. So it wants you to talk about their penetration through materials, that could be here what they're blocked by, their range in air, and their deflection in a magnetic field. So if I was doing this question, I would plot it out. So I'd write down alpha, for example. I know it's blocked by skin, paper. It goes 5 centimeters in air, and it is deflected by a magnetic field because it has a charge. And the same with beta. So remember, it gets blocked by 5 millimeters of aluminium. It has a range of 1 meter in air, and because it's charged, it is deflected. And then gamma, it's blocked by lead. It has an infinite or unlimited range in air, and as it has no charge, it is not deflected. that's just my key bits of information all put together. What we then need to do, because it's a quality of written communication question, is to write this in a nice paragraph or nice set of sentences. The way I would do it, you could either talk about each one of these categories separately or each type of radiation. I personally would talk about the radiation. So alpha is blocked by skin or paper. I'm starting a new point, I have a comma. It has a range of 5 centimeters in air and is deflected by a magnetic field. And then move on to my beta and structure it the same way. So beta is blocked. You could call it alpha radiation and beta radiation if you wanted, by 5 millimeters of aluminium, comma. It has a range of 1 meter in air and is deflected, this is the extra bit of information people forget, in the opposite direction to alpha radiation. So when it comes to magnetic deflection, alpha will go one way, and beta, because it is the opposite charge, will go the other way. Beta will also deflect much quicker because it has a lower mass. Then to finish off my answer, talking about gamma. So gamma is blocked by lead. You could also say thick concrete, comma, has an unlimited range in air and is not deflected by a magnetic field as it has no charge. Something I should have added up here. Deflected in a magnetic field, because they can be deflected by both magnetic and electric fields. So that's how you need to answer your 6-mark question. Read it carefully, look through the key points it wants you to do, plan the information you know, and structure it into short, concise paragraphs about each of your key points.